is down, what's left is right.
Hello. So today I'm testing the Swipower 2001 inverter. I got it from Amazon. It was $166, I believe, shipped, free shipping with Prime. And I'm testing the furnace right now just to make sure it works with it, and it's pulling right now 700-800 watts out of it. It's very early, so the Mr. Powmr is only generating 36 watts. Let's see if it focuses. $36 watts. So, but I really just wanted to test if I can use this in an emergency power outage. Cold temperatures here in Colorado get pretty bad. So yeah, I mean, it's working. It managed the peak load of the motors, so you can see the voltage right there is 49.2, and it's pulling 747. This is the first time me testing it, and I'm also in this video gonna show if the Powmr charges my battery bank today, even though we're in winter and the power is not that great. It's early in the morning, so I'm only getting 36 around 36 watts. See here, 82 panel voltage right now. So yeah, and the panels are flat. They're like in between the shed and the house. So, and the sun, it'll take some time for the panels to get direct sunlight. You can see it's drawing 700-800 watts of power. When we used to live in Puerto Rico, this was one of my favorite inverters. Right now, as you can see here with my smart shunt, that's another good thing I got, the TBD smart shunt. It works very good. As you can see there, voltage is a little off. I still need to play with the settings, but as you can see, it's working pretty good. Around 700-800. So there you can see watts. So that's accurate. We're pulling what is this? 15 amps, 16 amps. And let me see if I can get this flashlight here. Sorry for the camera work, guys. As you can see there, it's almost 20 amps. So yeah, I would say 17. Every line that you see there to your left of the zero, it's going to be drawing from the battery, and every line to the right from the zero is going to be charging the battery. So positive and negative charging and discharging. To your right charging, to your left discharging. Right now we're not putting enough power into the battery, so it's discharging. Pulling around 15 amps, 760, 750 watt, 812. So it's keeping pretty much with the inverter's information, so I'm guessing it's accurate. So you can see around the inverter comes with a block terminal for direct connection to your panels, distribution panels that you would get, and then use a transfer switch. It could go to your transfer switch and stuff like that, but never, if you don't know what you're doing, don't mess around with power. It's very dangerous and it could cost you your life. Always get help from a professional, or do your research and at your own risk. Then be safe. Wear gloves whenever dealing with AC power and stuff like that, and like 600 volt rated gloves and stuff like that. Always cut power to whatever circuit you're working on and stuff like that, just to be on the safe side. So yeah, this inverter for $166, man. It's 2,000 watts continuous and 4,000 watt peak. I mean, you can't beat it. Anyway, as I was saying, in Puerto Rico, we used to use this inverter, and back then it didn't have the LCD display, and I never had a problem with them. What I did was always try to use it at probably 50% load, never overcharge them. I mean, overload them or anything like that. They'll last a long time. And the way to mount this inverter, I believe, is with the fans facing up. This right now is just an emergency inverter, so it won't be used much. It's just for, like, in case of as I said, as a blackout or something like that, then yeah, I'll use it. And because everybody knows what happened in Texas a few years ago, where people died on that winter event that happened over there. It got pretty cold down there, and people were messing with generators and stuff like that. Some people, I don't know if it was in Florida or in Texas, didn't know how to work with generators, and generators involve electricity, gasoline, and fumes. So it's three things, and you can just walk in to a store and get a generator without any training or anything like that. Here, like solar systems, they only deal with electricity, so you don't have to deal with any other dangerous stuff like gasoline and fumes. So yeah, if you have a generator, obviously you can't use it indoors because of the fumes. That'll kill you. And then gasoline, well, everybody knows what happens if you have a spark in gasoline. So yeah, so I went this route. I mean, I do have a generator, but that'll be in case I need to charge my batteries if the solar panels are not enough in a cloudy day, or if I use a lot of power, then yeah. And what we did, we got a hybrid generator. It's gas, but it's also propane powered. So yeah, I'll come back, and once the batteries are charged, if the Powmr charges it, I'll come back. I'm right now heating the house, and just running this small test. Alright, let's see. Okay, we got, this is 16 amps, 815 watts, 791. Yeah, so as you can see here, my solar panels are not getting any power right now. So the sun comes out that way, and then it'll go that way. So yeah, as you can see, no solar power. Alright. Yeah, so right now This is the transfer switch I had installed. Electrician did this job for me. So right now it has two power meters. I turn on the TV and it's showing 750 watt consumption, but probably a little more than that. Or anyway, this is the AC side. On the app here it's saying 927, and I did turn on the TV. It's a 6-circuit transfer switch. So yeah, seems to be working pretty good. Cool. Because it was saying 900 with the furnace, and now I turn on the TV and my computer, so it should be a little more than that. Alright, be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and as you can see there, it's saying 927, 940, so yeah, it's a little more than that. Before it was like 700. I don't remember, before it was like 700. With just a furnace and a few other things, the refrigerator, and I have a air filter, I have a few lights, stuff like that. It's doing 50% of its rated power, so that's good. I mean, for an emergency, you don't want to use like an air conditioning or anything like that. You would wash your clothes. You can't dry it because obviously that's 240, 220. But you would do one thing at a time, and you would do it when the sun is out. You wouldn't do it like, at night. You got to be smart about power when you're in an emergency situation. And yeah, I mean, it's running the furnace, it'll run the TV, the lights. What more can you ask for? Fans all night? Probably one fan. That's fine. I mean, you're in an emergency. You ain't gonna be turning on air conditioning to stay comfortable. You'll go out and breathe air, fresh air. But however, if it's too cold, you will have to turn on your furnace, and that's the test I'm doing right now. Turn my furnace on to stay alive, and there it goes. The fan kicked in and it's blowing air that way. So yeah, you will definitely mount this with the fans facing up. So nice to see that the fan is working and it's cooling down, and it's not even hot. I mean, that's good. Okay, so another update. 409 watts, 50 volts, and the voltage is good for 80%, but it's being pushed in, so I still don't trust this until the battery is idling, meaning no discharge or charge, because this is a voltage base. So there you see the Powmr is charging the batteries. Alright, we'll be right back. Okay, a little further in the day is producing 37, and the battery is up to 52.7, and according to the shunt, around 300 watts are going into the battery. According to this, it's around 6 amps at 52 volts. So you can see they're halfway to that first 10 amp mark, tending to go right. That means the battery is charging at around 5-6 amps, 52 volts. That's 300 watts going in, around 300 watts going into the to the battery. So yeah. Another thing I wanted to mention is that I have this inverter connected here. If your intentions are taking more than 1500 watts, like the capacity 2000, I would connect it directly to the connection block. But I use this, it's like a computer monitor and all that stuff switch that has a built-in breaker. I believe it's 15 amps. So if it goes above that, it'll trip it. So I don't worry too much about it, because there's only to run one load at a time, like the furnace or something like that, and that draws around, as you saw, like 800 watts. So that's not too much. Alright, I'll be back with another update. 637 watts. So here you can see on the oscilloscope the pure sine wave is putting out 124 volts. As you can see, 59 hertz. So yeah, looks pretty clean. There you can see just a little bit of distortion on that top and bottom corner, but it looks fairly clean. Alright. Okay, so right now 523 are going to the battery. My BMS for my 4 ever start 29 DC batteries, saying that all of them are charging evenly. Here are my battery balancers. They're all showing that my batteries are being charged evenly. If one battery's voltage were higher than the other, then it would turn on one of these lights. So I'm using 3 battery equalizers right here. I'm using also this one. Right now it's on standby. When you see it blinking like that, it's on standby. I guess this BMS is sufficient, which is saying that it's completed, but this one is rated like for 5 amps or something, and this one is rated for, I believe, 20 amps. So this one by itself will do the job. Yeah. So right now it's showing 525 watts going into the battery, and the voltage right now is 55.3 supposedly, but yeah, it's closer to 54.8. We're putting in 581 watts. I already saw a peak of 600 and something, so I'm guessing the sun is gonna start to fade. So yeah, it's working fine. I mean, it's winter, so it is what it is. I had everything on my house on. I turned off the inverter so I can charge the batteries. And I was kind of testing also, like if the battery bank would charge evenly with the equalizer. So yeah, it is. After the sun goes down, if it doesn't charge the whole thing, I'll just use this Meanwell 3-stage 48 volt battery charger to top them up. This is the one I use usually to maintain the batteries, because I just like turn the whole system down. I shut it down. I only run it when the power goes out, or when I'm running test or just playing with the system. But yeah, it worked fine, and that'll be all. I don't think. Oh, let me show you too the history on the TBD. So it should be charged soon. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the battery, the solar system will charge the batteries. Because since yesterday when I started the testing, I took out with yesterday and today 2 kilowatt hours. 2 kilowatt hour, yeah, and I mean, yeah. And I've put in with the solar system 1.8, so 200 watt hour more, and we should be charged if the shunt is set up correctly, that is. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Be safe. Okay, so here we have an update. Right now it's putting 390 watts, and it's on mode 7, and we got 57.6 volts. Let me see if that's right with the inverter. Yeah, so it seems, well, 57.8 on the inverter. So yeah, only issue I'm having right now is that one of the batteries is on balance right now. Let's see which one it is. It should be between these two. It should be between 2 and 4, but it's actually between 3 and 4. Or that's weird. What I'm gonna do now is get a voltmeter and check the voltage individually of each battery real quick, just to make sure that there's no unbalance in the battery bank happening. If there's nothing, I'll just take all of those battery balancers out, because right now my Sucom battery balancer is showing that the batteries are balanced, and this one is working. So I don't know. Alright, let me get that voltmeter real quick. I'll be right back. Yeah, so there's definitely an unbalance. So here we got battery 2 4.31, and here we got battery 3 1455. So yeah, so this battery balancer is right, but the good news is I won't be using this equipment too much. So 14.5 and 14.3 is not too bad. So yeah, let me show you one last update. The shunt is showing 58.2 volts, which I'll confirm here shortly. 57.6, and it's on mode 7, so it's regulating right now. It's on absorption mode, 331 watts, and just like me see, so the shunt is showing 58.2. Let's see what we got here. See which one is telling the truth. 50. I'm getting 57.58 volts actually. So the shunt is closer to the reality. So I'm gonna right now, so that's 58 volts. I'm gonna set this right there. There we go, to 58. That way it can bring the voltage down a little bit. There we go. So now 57.6. Right now this should have gone lower to 57.8 volts. So yeah, cool. And now that should have fixed the voltage here. We should be down to, let's see here, 57.6. There we go. Nice. Okay, so one last update. So the battery management system did manage to equalize these two batteries. I can see right here that the high voltage on the upper battery is still a little bit, but it's pretty good. And I did see that when this one went on standby, these two went unbalanced. So my guess is if you're gonna get a BMS, don't get this one. And this one I use just like to have a visual idea of what's going on, but this one is the one to get. This one is doing most of the work, so it's definitely worth your money if you have a 4 battery, or I believe even more batteries. I believe up to 60 volts. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. Just look for your specific model on eBay. But it is working, and let me show you real quick. So the Powmr is maintaining the 57.6. It's on absorption mode, and it's putting in right now, limiting the watts to 182. So I'm pretty confident that this would charge my my batteries pretty good. So, and then we got the shunt. Let's wait for it to update. Let's keep on looking on this one. Let's keep on looking at this one. Meanwhile, 180. So here we go. 57.9 volts, 2.7 amps going into the battery, 160 watts going into the battery. And if we go to the history, it says it has put in 2.2 kilowatts, while discharge is 2.0. So yeah, I don't know, probably I have to play with the settings a little bit here in terms probably of efficiency or something. But yeah, that's normal, that because of the efficiency of the battery bank and the charge control and all that stuff, and the inverter, it's logic to think that the charge current is going to be higher than the discharge energy. So if you divide, Alexa, divide 2 by 2.2.
2 divided by 2.2 is approximately 0.9091.
Yeah, so 0.90%. Alexa, what's 2 divided by 2.2?
2 divided by 2.2 is approximately 0.9091.
Yeah, 90% efficient. So yeah, that's not bad at all. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you're looking for a cheap charge controller, this one works fine. Cool. Later.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind.